The movie begins with Clary when she draws a strange symbol. She is a totally normal girl and lives an ordinary life. Then we see her mother Jocelyn and stepfather Luke talking. Her mother notices the symbol, she is shocked and tells Luke about it. He says that Clary isn't young and she should tell her the truth, but Jocelyn says she isn't quite ready. Clary calls her friend Simon and is suggesting to go out. They arrive at the club and at first it's fun. But things take a turn for the worse when Clary sees a man getting killed by a group of teenagers. These teenagers are brutal and they kill the man without mercy. Surprisingly, nobody but Clary can see them. Clary is so scared that she screams. The group of teenagers notices this and they run away. But one of the killers seems to be familiar with her. The following day, Clary wakes up and wants to forget about what happened. That might prove to be a bit more difficult than she imagined, because it seems that in her sleep she has drawn the same symbol all over her room. Clary is now more scared than ever and decides that she has to get out of the house. She goes to get some coffee at a local coffee shop and meets Simon there. Simon is really worried about Clary and he thinks that she is losing her sanity and has become unstable as her story makes no sense. Clary notices that the man from the night before is nearby and is watching her. She wants to know what is going on, so she goes outside and confronts this man about his actions. Clary then shows the man the symbols that she has drawn during the night, and she wants to know why she is the only one who can see him. This man is very interested in Clary and realizes that she isn't an ordinary human, and he reveals himself as Jace and he tells Clary that she isn't a mundane. Mundane are ordinary humans without powers and Clary is something far more special. Meanwhile, she gets a very scary phone call from her mother. Clary wants to know what is wrong, but her mother tells her that she mustn't come home. The last message that she gives to her daughter is to contact Luke. Clary runs back home, but when she arrives there, her mother is totally gone. Their entire home is totally destroyed and Clary sees a demon monster. Jace also arrives and attacks the demon with fire and uses his special blade to kill it. And he then reveals to Clary that there is a world of demons all around humanity. They then go to her neighbor Dorothea to ask her if she saw her mother. But Clary is surprised that Dorothea can see Jace, and he explains that she can see him because she is a witcher. Dorothea gives Clary some cards and asks her to move her hand over them. One of them touches her hand and it is a photo of the Mortal Cup. Dorothea explains that Clary's mother is a Shadowhunter, and that she also has special powers. Then they hear a sound come from upstairs. They go above and see that it is Simon who makes this sound. Jace and Clary meet up with Simon, and the trio then decides to search for Clary's mother together. Jace also notices that there is a burnt photo of what seems to be Clary's father. They meet two other Shadowhunters, Pangborn and Blackwell, who are interrogating Luke. Luke is being interrogated, and he reveals that he doesn't care about Clary and her mother. Jace starts to fight the two Shadowhunters while Clary runs away. A demon attacks Simon, and Clary must save his life, but Jace also arrives and manages to kill the demon. The trio then runs away, and they go to an old Gothic cathedral. Simon and other normal humans can't see this cathedral as it's part of the magic, and the magic that protects the cathedral is called glamour. When they finally enter the institute, Clary falls down because she was poisoned by the demon, but Jace saves her and takes her to the infirmary to heal. Jace also has two adoptive siblings, Isabel and Alec. Clary gets a new set of clothes and then meets Hodge Starkweather, who is the tutor at the institute. She gets introduced to many aspects of the Shadowhunter society, and in the meantime, Jace sends a secret message to the Silent City and the Silent Brothers. In this message, he demands that they search through Clary's memories so they can find out more about her origins. Clary and Jace then depart to the Silent City, and we learn that the city is also called the City of Bones. When they arrive, they meet Brother Jeremiah, and he brings them inside. The brothers try to search through Clary's mind and realize that her memories are blocked by some sort of spell and they cannot find them. After several more attempts, they only unlock some fragments, showing Clary drawing the angelic rune. They also find a name from her memories. The name is Bane. Clary and Jace leave, as the brothers can't find any more relevant information from her memories. Jace and Clary decide that they must find Bane. Clary and the rest join forces, and soon they manage to find where Bane is located. It's revealed that Bane is actually a very powerful warlock who lives in Brooklyn. He was the one who actually put the block on Clary, and this was done because her mother demanded that Clary be protected. Her mother sent her to Bane several times over the years so that he could block her memory. and she really wanted to give her daughter a totally normal life and keep her safe from demons. Over the years, Bane realized that Clary's memories just keep coming back, and it is really difficult to block them. Meanwhile, Clary is told that Simon gets kidnapped by a bunch of vampires. The group all try to save Simon as he is taken to a hotel that is basically now acting as a vampire lair. She and the rest of the Shadowhunters grab special weapons and then they go save Simon. They manage to save Simon, but they are attacked by many vampires. While they fight with everything they have, it seems that the vampires are just more powerful. Suddenly, a bunch of werewolves arrives and they start to fight the vampires. Clary fights one of the werewolves and soon the group manages to run away and save Simon. Simon needs a long time to be healed as he was badly injured in the fight. Alec wants Clary to return back to the normal human world as she is putting Jace and the others in danger by being here. The day of Clary's birthday has arrived. She spends some time with Jace and they have a romantic moment. Later, they go back to her room as Simon is looking for Clary everywhere. Simon and Clary talk about her relationship with Jace, but Clary tries to defend herself by saying that Jace is just a friend. Jace overhears this and is saddened. Simon confesses that he has been in love with her since they were kids. She discovers her superpower and she can hide anything in the book. She then realizes that she knows where the mortal cup is actually located and she can find it. Clary tells this information to the rest of the group and all of them go visit their neighbor Dorothea. She manages to grab the cup from the card and then it's revealed that a demon has actually possessed Dorothea. Alec tries to fight the demon but gets hurt and Simon manages to save the entire group. They actually find the mortal cup and bring it back to the Institute. Bane uses his special powers to save Alec and prevent him from dying. Clary gives the mortal cup to Hodge, and it is then revealed that Hodge has been working for a man called Valentine. Valentine is a known villain who was thought to be dead for many years. He then appears from a portal and wants Clary to drink blood from the cup. Clary tricks him and jumps into a portal. Valentine then reveals that he has information, shows Jace and Clary are actually brother and sister. Clary meets up with Luke outside his shop and he shows that he is actually a werewolf. Luke reveals that he only wanted to protect Clary and her mother, and he actually wants to always be by their side. He decides to help Clary and he summons other werewolves and they all attack the Institute. Valentine then summons many demons. Clary and Isabel are joined by Luke and his werewolves and they all start to battle the demons. She manages to extract a rune from her hand and she stops the demon. The group escapes the demon attack. Isabel and Simon try to close the portal that is releasing all the demons. Hodge decides to help them and they finally close the portal. The demons now have no way to enter the human world. Clary finds Valentine and he reveals that Jace is his son and that he is also her father. Clary and Jace are actually brother and sister. Both of them are now horrified as they realize that they are siblings and also they are in love. Valentine is happy that they are now totally weak and demoralized. He then demands that Clary should consume the blood from the cup, but she still refuses. Valentine is so furious and he starts to hurt her. Jace wants to protect Clary, so he starts to fight Valentine with his blades. But Valentine is very skilled in his fighting style. Their fight is brutal, and both of them use all of their strength. During the fight, they accidentally knock the card and cup right next to Clary. Clary realizes that Jace is losing the fight and she wants to save him. She tells him that she will throw the cup through the portal. He stops himself from killing Jace and then goes for the portal. And she then reveals that her real father would know her true thoughts, and that he is a fraud. Clary gives him a replica of the cup and throws him into the portal. She and Jace think that the battle is finally over, but Valentine tries to grab her. Jace and Clary join forces and freeze the portal, totally severing Valentine from his. And the battle is now finally over. It starts to snow as Jace and Clary are left alone. They both realize that they have a forbidden love that could destroy both of them. After that, Clary finds her mother who is now in a coma. She has been poisoned and she has to be put in a hospital. Clary then returns back to her apartment and uses her new powers to create powerful runes. Jace then arrives and invites her to come back to the Institute. He tells her that she is very special, and that they should fight demons together even if their love is forbidden. He also tells Clary that she is the most courageous mundane he has ever met. Clary decides to officially join the Shadowhunters and train to become a fighter, and they are still not sure if they are actually siblings. But they think that Valentine lied to them, so they drive off and continue their adventures. Thanks for watching, take care and see you in the next video.